Egyptian pound, which is the world's worst performing currency in the last month. Well, it fell yet to another record low, slumping past 32 to the US dollar. It did retrace some of the losses. Bloomberg's Simone Foxman has more. So Simone, intraday, we were wondering when it's going to catch a bid, and it eventually did, but it's anybody's guess as to whether we've found a bit of a bottom.
Yeah, that's right. And we're still close to 30 to the U.S. dollar. And look at the weakness that we've seen over the last couple of days. This has been a pretty continuous move, seeming to signal that we're on our way to a much more flexible exchange rate. But the big question mark for investors, for the IMF, is whether or not Egypt can stick to this program, because it's extremely painful for people on the ground. The IMF saying on Tuesday that the durability of the shift to a flexible exchange rate remains to be proven, and that the country's government is likely to face a societal and political pressure to reverse course. I saw that personally when I was in Egypt last week. Everyone is blaming the government for this, but this more flexible exchange rate, cheaper pound, may make ultimately investments in Egypt a little bit more attractive to outside investors.
And then Saudi Arabia, in other news, is establishing a new company to put in as much as $3.2 billion into global mining investments. What's the impetus for that drive?
Yeah, it's really about securing the kind of minerals that Saudi Arabia is going to need in order to diversify its economy outside of oil. Particularly investments going to come in things like mining for iron ore, copper, nickel, and lithium. That, according to the CEO who spoke to us yesterday, and expecting to make about 2 to 3 investments overall this year. But this is very much a government-led, seemingly strategic effort. It's happening in a joint venture between Mideast, which is a mining company, but largely backed by Saudi PIF, and Saudi PIF itself could get some $3.2 billion to kick off. So big numbers here, looking to take minority stakes, and Ma'aden's already done a little bit of that.
And then Abu Dhabi's ADNOC, in other corporate news, is hiring liquefied natural gas traders amid a global gas squeeze. Have they divulged any additional details?
Yeah, this coming from great reporting by our Verity Radcliffe, talking about traders and marketing professionals being hired from the likes of Qatar Energy and Novatek. This as the UAE gets ready to kind of build this massive new plant at Fujairah. The UAE, not known as a massive LNG or natural gas producer, in fact buying some natural gas from the state of Qatar, but this new Fujairah plant will nearly treble the amount of LNG that it produces, taking us over 15 million tons per annum. And so it's going to need people to go out and market that new supply. Yet we should note that this new supply liquefaction plant is not going to be operational until 2027. So sorry, Europe, sorry, Asia. This is not really going to help your current LNG, your current natural gas needs.